Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, that would help if I turned the button up. How's it going this morning? Good morning. I'm here. I hope you're here. How y'all doing? Wherever you guys might be at this moment in time. You know, evening, afternoon. It's all relative for the most part. Hi, I hope y'all are having a good one. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Like it when you return. How's it going? My name's Brian, as you can see there, and I am a poet. And we do poetry on this channel. Sometimes mine, but on this show, we take old poetry, that's classic, good stuff, and make music out of it using dun, 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 artificial intelligence. Oh, well, it's just a tool. It's all on how you use it, like most things in life. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Today's show is a good one. At least I think so, because it's Friday redo and review. You know, I got some special ones for you today. At least I think they're special. But in the meantime, hey, Natmaster Kia, how are you doing in your evening? You ain't quite got to tomorrow yet. But, and how's it going? And of course, there's our Eat More Pizza. How's it going, David? And our Sophia, the ever-wise, or something like that. So, let's see here. I need to look at my notes. But, got some special ones for you. We got some reviews we're going to do. And, since I don't have to go over a spiel or anything like that, telling you who we got here. Let's see here. Not that one. Got to get to the right folder here. And we'll do it like so. Oh, I want to start out here. Oh, I like the way this is doing it. Okay, because I'm playing two of the same one. I'll start with this one here, because we all loved both of them the other day. The House by the Side of the Road by Sam Walter Foss, version 1.
Of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellow-less firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze the paths where highways never ran. But let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go. As good and as bad as I would not sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with the strife. But I turn not away from their smiles and tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I know there are brook-glad and meadows ahead, and mountains of wearisome height, that the road passes on through the long afternoon and stretches away through the night. And still I rejoice when the travelers rejoice and weep with the strangers that moan. You'll live in my house by the side of the road road like a man who dwells alone. Let me live in my house by the side of the road, where the race of men go by. They are good, they are bad, they are weak, they are strong, wise, foolish, so am I. Then why should I sit in the scorner's seat or hold the cynic's stand? Let me live in my house by the side of the road and be a friend to man.
I like that one. Yeah, we got the other version coming up later in the show. So the next one is going to be one of the redos here. Okay, was that one feminine from yesterday, I think? Here, let me look at my notes. Oh, yeah, and I redid this one as a crazy surf rock thing. You just got to hear it. You just got to hear it. Here we go.
She might have known it in the early spring, that all my heart with vague desire was stirred, and ere the summer winds had taken wing, I told her, but she smiled and said no word. The autumn's eager hand his red gold grasped, and she was silent till from skies grown drear fell soft one fine first snowflake, and she clasped my neck and cried, "Love, we have lost a year."
Okay. This one got 4.5 pizzas from pizza. Oh boy, 4.5 slices. That's, yeah. And also, I did the female vocal on purpose. Yeah. Tried to make it a little LGBTQ friendly. I thought that would make do a good dimension because it is about unrequited love. And of course, it was written by a dude back over, in the Victorian era. So, but I like that. All right. So, what are you thinking of the redoes? Oh, because we got another one here. Ooh. This is the one. This is the one that y'all said should be some Black Sabbath. Should get the Sabbath treatment, and it got the Sabbath treatment. Here we go. If I'm not mistaken.
And laid them in the dust. Meet tender men made mighty by mankind's blood and tears. Strong men with words like thunderbolts to smite the wrong of years. Well, all these old reformers of a breed too weak to last, did all the great wrong smitters wane and perish in the past? Did they fight a losing battle? Were they conquered in the fray? Why are there no reformers fighting in the world today? Well, just but a thing of labels. The reformers have not gone, but they're mixing with the people with misleading placards on. For we label them fanatics, visionaries, dolts and fools, men denounced by clubs and churches, by the journals and the schools. Were all these old reformers of a breed too weak to last? Did all the great wrong smatters wane and perish in the past? Did they fight a losing battle? Were they conquered in the fray? Why are there no reformers fighting in the world today? There are men who wear these placards daily in the marketplace, heroes of an ancient lineage, kings and saviors of the race. But we never see their greatness through life's trivial events. But our children's sons will read it on their granite monuments. Were all these old reformers of a breed too weak to last? Did all the great wrong smiters wane and perish in the past? Did they fight a losing battle? Were they conquered in the fray? Why are there no reformers fighting in the world today?
All right. Hey, Joe. We need to congratulate our Joe here, because her album dropped. So one of y'all with the wrench, you got a wrench too, Joe. Go ahead and put your link to that in there. Joe got an album of Scientology related music on Spotify. All right, where we are here. Well, you and Dylan both said Black Sabbath bluesy it up, and I did. Yes, definitely there. Oh, and we got Kathy. How is it going this morning, Kathy? Where are you? Where are you? You're there somewhere. And Candy, how is it going? I hope you're liking what you're hearing. Where's Kathy? Ah, there she is. Hey, Kathy. How's it going? Good morning. Love you that you can show up. Hope you like the music. And Joe, go back to to one. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing these covers and redos and stuff using the remix thing. It's interesting. That's what gave me the last one and the one before. Ouch. Okay, your starter. Always check your fuses first. Always check your fuses first. Battery, power, and fuses. I have a story about that. Always check your fuses. Cool. How's it going, Antics? All right. All right. Here. Okay. I had a thought, but it escaped me, so it must have. It'll come back. Ooh, this one, a face. This one's cool too. The Robert Browning one. What did I do it in? I should have took better notes. Oh, I did a cover. Oh, well, we'll just play it. We'll play it and find out. How about it?
If one could have that little head of hers painted upon a background of pale gold, such as the Tuscan's early art prefers, no shade encroaching on the matchless mold of those two lips, which should be opening soft in the pure profile, not as when she laughs, for that spoils all, but rather as if aloft. Yon hyacinth she loves so leaned its staffs, burthen of honey-colored buds to kiss, and capture twixt the lips apart for this. Then her lithe neck 3 fingers might surround. How it should waver on the pale gold ground, up to the fruit-shaped perfect chin it lifts. I know Correggio loves to mass in rifts of heaven his angel faces, orb on orb, breaking its outline, burning shades absorb. But these are only masks there, I should think, waiting to see some wonder momently grow out, stand full, fade slow against the sky. That's the pale ground you'd see this sweet face by. All heaven, meanwhile, condensed into one eye, which fears to lose the wonder should it wink.
love it. What do y'all think of that one? Oh, yeah, you're doing that wedding. Well, question is, are you getting paid? Yeah, I'm going to, I want to do some stuff like my Emily Dickinson one. I want to like put it on Amazon and actually order some vinyl and maybe give them away or sell them. I don't know. I just got to get off my ass and do it. So you're doing coverage on the trials? I know it's like a lot of people are, I know Emily D. Baker and Rabbit are covering the trials. So, of course, those are the only two law nerd verse thingies that I'm subscribed to. So, and I don't even watch Emily D. Baker anymore. Oh well. That's a different story there. I can see. I guess it was kind of like, I don't know, an inexact parallel when I gave my sister away at her wedding. Yeah, I basically raised her. So, yeah, it was one of my prouder moments. Although in the picture, I'm kind of fat in my uniform. I was when I was in the Navy and stuff. Yeah, I was the one who gave her away. So cool, good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I personally think Diddy pissed somebody off, and he told them to go screw themselves, and they go, "Well, I'm going to screw you," and they did. All right, now this is Humoresque Edna St. Vincent Millay, and let me see here. Oh, what did I do with this one? Ooh, country with a female vocal. All right, let's see here.
Heaven bless that is the rain. They said what queer book she must have read, but she must have read. Love by whom I was begun. Grant I may not bear
No, it's a product. You made it. You deserve to, you promote it on here because you're a friend of the channel and stuff. And I'm glad you liked it. It was a great start. This one kind of reminded me of the Dixie Chicks before they changed their name to the Chicks, when being associated with the South is, and especially Dixie, was kind of, considered bad, not PC. Yeah, kind of like the band Lady Antebellum. Now they call themselves Lady A because antebellum means pre-Civil War. It's just, I don't get it. We would be having less problems in this world if certain segments of the population weren't so uptight and had anal sphincters as small as a quantum singularity. Oh, but yeah, the self-promotion. Oh, you're not working now too. Yeah, because you do freelance, don't you? Yeah, I'm not good at being forward either. Why do you think I only got, now back up to 445? I can't figure it out. I'm like most of us, us damaged people, I like that one too. You're the bluegrass with the old-fashioned gospel. Yes. Go ahead and put the link for his book up there. Yeah, I like Lady Antebellum too. And I'll fucking say it, the Dixie Chicks. Because I wish I was in Dixie. Well, I am in Dixie. Hey, I'm from the South, man. The good parts. Yes, definite Gen X here is where we were told just to stay in our place and blah, blah, blah. Oh, we lived off of trauma, neglect, and water hose water. And water out of the water hose. All right, where was that? Break of Day, John Dunn. This is a review, one of the reviews. Right? Yeah. This was a cool one. Let's play.
'Tis true, 'tis day, what though it be? Oh, wilt thou therefore rise from me? Why should we rise? Because 'tis light. Did we lie down? Because 'twas night. Love, which in spite of darkness brought us hither, should in despite of light keep us together.
Light hath no tongue but is all eye. If it could speak as well as spy, this were the worst that it could say, that being well I fain would stay,
and that I loved my heart and honor so, that I would not from him that had them go.
Must business thee from hence remove? Oh, that's the worst disease of love.
The poor, the foul, the false love can admit, but not the busied man. He which hath business and makes love doth do such wrong as when a married man doth woo. could speak as well as spy.
This were the worst that it could say, that being well I fain would stay,
And that I loved my heart and honor so, that I would not from him that had them go.
All right, so what we got here? Yeah, but we are the center of our own little universe, you know? I think I said it on here one time. The multiverse actually exists. There's over 8 billion of them here on this planet alone. Well, you're young at heart, aren't you? Jesse Murphy. Okay, cool. Yeah, most of us are Gen X here. See, the problem I have with self-promotion is shy, introvert, blah, blah, blah. It's though when sometimes I've been told that when I try to come off being confident and everything, I'm more like a jerk. That's probably why I'm single. Yeah, along with the red Medusa hair. I forgot where I was going with this. So, oh, so I'm just going to go ahead and play another song. Oh, okay. So the next one on our list, yeah. Ooh, William Shakespeare, sonnet number 7. Here we go.
Low in the Orient, when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, each under eye doth homage to his new appearing sight, serving with looks his sacred majesty. And having climbed the steep up heavenly hill, resembling strong youth in his middle age, yet mortal looks adore his beauty still, attending on his golden pilgrimage. But when from highmost pitch with weary car, like feeble age he reeleth from the day, the eyes for dew just now converted are from his low tract, and look another way. So thou thyself outgoing in thy noon, unlooked, undeessed, unless thou get the sun. another way. So thou thyself outgoing in thy noon, unlooked, undeased, unless thou get a son.
All right, so see you later, dude. Pizza. Don't have too much fun. So what y'all think of the show? You're a 2000s kid, so you're still a spring chicken, huh? Me, I'm 53, born in 72, and I'll be a 3-year-old, and I'll be a 3-year-old at heart, or a 12-year-old, depending on how you the time of day till the day I die. Hopefully, closer to 90 than not. You're not old as dirt. Oh, cool. Tell your oldest child happy birthday from us. Hey there, Hey there, Matrix. How is it going? Age is all relative. Yeah, I know. Indigo looks like they're like, 5 days out of high school. That'll serve you greatly later on in life. Yeah, so far so good. Today's a good show. So far, let me go ahead and do this. A little like and subscribe and all that jazz. And just a reminder that everything we do here on this show is under fair use and in the public domain. All right. Let's see here. What are we doing now? Well, poor cow or poor crow. Did I redo this one? Oh, no, we just like number 2. All right, so here we go. Oh, yeah, Tiff, good morning.
Give me something good to eat, good people, I pray. I have really not had one mouthful today. I am hungry and cold, and last night I dreamed a scarecrow had caught me. Good land, how I screamed of one little children and 6 ailing wives, no one wife and 6 children, not one of them thrives. So pity my case, dear people, I pray. I'm honest, and really I've come a long way.
actually cool. I'm actually glad that you're watching for your age. Age is all a number too, part. Unless it's a felony, age is all a number. But good things. I've always, old soul. I feel an old soul coming through in the chats, and with the name like Nap Master, I'm like, because I'm old and I like to take naps as often as I can, and my average viewer is around my age, so that's cool. Awesome. Now, anybody is welcome here. I keep my channel mostly family friendly on purpose. Although it says not made for kids because I don't want to go through the rigmarole of all that stuff. But yeah. Well, 30, 28, 26, and 22. Cool. Mine are 13, 10, and going on 5. Dogs. That's what I had. Dogs. Yeah. But it's all how you see things too. So yeah. Ooh. Now, you know how I like to play portions of the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner? And there's that one that cuts off at the end at 4 because it's a 4-minute one because it's got a really, really awesome guitar part. Well, I went and did a cover of it and made it 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and it's 3 minutes and 34 seconds of pretty damn good. Here we go.
The western wave was all aflame. The day was well nigh done. Almost upon the western wave rested the broad bright sun. When that strange shape drove suddenly betwixt us and the sun, and straight the sun was flecked with bars. Heaven's mother, send us grace. As if through a dungeon grate he peered with broad and burning face. Alas, thought I, and my heart beat loud, how fast she nears and nears. Are those her sails that glance in the sun like restless gossameres? Are those her ribs through which the sun did peer as through a grate? And is that woman all her crew? Is that a death? And are there two? Is death that woman's mate? Her lips were red, her looks were free, her locks were yellow as gold. Her skin was as white as leprosy. The nightmare life in death was she, who thicks man's blood with cold. The naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, I've won. Quoth she and whistled thrice. Naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, I've won. Quoth she and whistles thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice.
So what do y'all think of that one? I was just like fell in love with it right when I heard it. This is pretty good advice, you know. Be careful. But more importantly, surround yourself with interesting friends. Be a good person. Always be nice. No matter, kill them with kindness. There's all kinds of life advice that people have. It doesn't depend on it. Honestly, I've known some younger people that are wiser than old farts. It's all relative, you know. Just be nice. And always listen to cool music. Trust but verify. And take care of your teeth. One of my few regrets. Oh my Lord. One of my many regrets. And Irish. Good afternoon. What was it from the I was going to quote from Mona here. Hey Mona, how's it going? I was going to quote from Princess Bride, but let's see here. Ooh, another one that needed to be Black Sabbath up. Warren's Address, and this one is interesting.
hell. Ask where heaven its dew shall shed on the martyred patriot's bed, and the rocks shall raise their head of his deeds to tell.
So that right there, you know me, you guys know most music with me begins and ends with four lads from freaking Birmingham. I say it once: Tony, Keezer, Bill, and Ozzy. And my Lord, that was just, well, Natmaster, you're part of the family, you know. And of course, our Sophia, living up to her name. It's all relative most of the time. Life is life. It sucks. It's cool. It sucks again. It's cool again. Highs and lows, ups and downs, ins and outs. Just watch out for the other guy. And don't be the other guy. And when in doubt, listen to some cool tunes and tell the world to go screw itself. This is the second version of House by the Side of the Road by Sam Walter Foss.
There are hermit souls that live withdrawn in the place of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellowless firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze the paths where highways never ran. But let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. The men who are good and the men who are bad, as good and as bad as I would not sit in the scorner's seat, nor hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with the strife. But I turn not away from their smiles and tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I know there are brookland meadows ahead and mountains of wearisome height, that the road passes on through man.
Sending good vibes. Life is what it is. Don't know if you can see it, but right here, it's a made-up language from something in a made-up language from this book here. It's called Rhapsody by Elizabeth Hayden. Very good books. Very good writer. But I was trying to be Zen. It was when I was in the Navy, and this is actually my third tattoo. I was trying to be Zen, and I liked how she put a few things, and the phrase was Ryla Hira. So, yeah, life is what it is. Oh, wrong thing. All right. Okay. Let's play a song, and I think George needs to go out for a second. So here, let's do this. Oh, from Rome to Romany. Here we go.
Upon the road to Romany, stay, friends, stay. There's lots of love and lots of time to linger on the way. Poppies for the twilight, roses for the noon. It's happy goes as lucky goes to Romany in June. But on the road to Rome, oh, it's march, man, march. The dust is on the chariot wheels, the sear is on the larch. Helmets and javelins and bridles flecked with foam. The flowers are dead, the world's ahead upon the road to Rome. But on the road to Rome, oh, it's fight, man, fight. Footman and horseman treading left and right. Campfires and watchfires ruddying the glow. The fields are gray and worn away along the road to Rome. Upon the road to Romany, it's sing, boys, sing. Though rag and pack be on our back, we'll whistle to the king. Wine is in the sunshine, madness in the moon, and ill may care the road we fare to Romany in June. Along the road to Rome, alas, the glorious dust is whirled. Strong hearts are fierce to see the city of the world. Yet footfall or bugle call or thunder as ye will, upon the road to Romany, the birds are calling still.
Yes, that's definitely one of those. Yeah, sending good vibes. Have you checked with the Salvation Army? They usually help people. I know they helped a buddy of mine when he was depressed and out of a job. They kept him in power and in lights and stuff. Wait a minute here. Oh well, I'll save that one for later. All right, I'm gonna play this one, The Chaperone. Chaperone. Did I redo this one? No, it was a good one. Here, go. Another one by that Henry Bunner dude. Here we go.
I take my chaperone to the play. She thinks she's taking me, and the gilded youth who owns the box, a proud young man is he. But how would his young heart be hurt if he could only know that not for his sweet sake I go, nor yet to see the trifling show, but to see my chaperone flirt. Her eyes beneath her snowy hair, they sparkle young as mine. There's scarce a wrinkle in her hand, so delicate and fine. And when my chaperone is seen, they come from everywhere. The dear old boys with silver hair, with old-time grace and old-time air, to greet their old-time queen. They bow as my young Midas here will never learn to bow. The dancing masters do not teach that gracious reverence now. With voices quivering just a bit, they play their old parts through. They talk of folk who used to woo, of hearts that broke in 52, now none the worse for it. And as those aged crickets chirp, I watch my chaperone's face and see the dear old features take a new and tender grace. And in her happy eyes I see her youth awakening bright, with all its hope, desire, delight. Ah me, I wish that I were quite as young as she.
It it's hard. I know. At times, like I've got to make some phone calls to get some stuff done. It's not an emergency, but the sooner I do it, the better. And the anxiety just makes me put it off. But worst comes worst, just ask to speak to the manager. That's okay, Joe. Cool. Waiting for a person to immediately be on her channel this morning. Ooh, who will it be? Are you going to be simulcasting it on yours? Oh, right. Well, this one, this one is strange. I think, yeah, a musical instrument. Someone wanted it in techno, and I put techno and a few other things, and this is what came out.
What was he doing, the great god Pan, down in the reeds by the river? Spreading ruin and scattering ban, splashing and paddling with hoofs of a goat, and breaking the golden lilies afloat with the dragonfly on the river. He tore out a reed, the great god Pan, from the deep cool bed of the river. The limpid water turbidly ran, and the broken lilies a dying lay, and the dragonfly had fled away ere he brought it out of the river. High on the shore sate the great god Pan, while turbidly flowed the river. And hacked and hewed as a great god can, with his hard bleak steel at the patient reed, till there was not a sign of a leaf indeed to prove it fresh from the river. He cut it short, did the great god Pan. How tall it stood in the river. Then drew the pith like the heart of a man, steadily from the outside ring, and notched the poor dry empty thing in holes as he sate by the river. This is the way laughed the great god Pan, laughed while he sate by the river. The only way since gods began to make sweet music they could succeed. Then dropping his mouth to a hole in the reed, he blew in power by the river. Sweet, 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 oh Pan, piercing sweet by the river. Blinding sweet, oh great god Pan, the sun on the hill forgot to die, and the lilies revived, and the dragonfly came back to dream on the river.
Now, wasn't that one just freaking cool? I know it's definitely, you know, yeah, Joe, definitely not techno, but that was fucking cool. Pardon my language. I know I like to keep this a family-friendly show, but that was freaking cool. Yeah. No, but it's very. I don't know what Suno spit out, but you know, sometimes Suno knows better than us. Dramatic start. A bit slow for techno, but I don't know. I just put in techno and I forgot what else, and it came out with that. Yes, the squeaky wheel. I prefer to think of it as interesting life, you know. No, of course, it always reminds me of the Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times, which definitely we live in interesting times now, don't we? When I can plug in something into a digital thing thing that's just electricity going on and off and rapidly, and come up with that. We're not done yet. I'm going to play a few more. Because, it's Friday, which, going forward, okay, next week's going to be cool because no school, but when I start school, I'm probably going to, because Friday's test days for the 5 weeks of the summer term, for the 5 week summer term I'm going. Friday is test days, so I'm probably not going to do a show on Friday. I'll just do it on Saturday. Or I might do it. Who knows? Most of the time, I just play it by ear. At least some things in life I can play by ear, and it's no problem at all. Like this one. Here we go.
She suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books.
Yeah, that's good because I'm there two more. So, if one of you guys would get that link off of Grammy's community post and put it in the chat, we'll go there after here. So, well, if one of you guys will do that, I will do this and keep the show going for a couple more here. Let's do Wrong thing. I hit the wrong button. Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, let's do this one here. Woohoo.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. I willed my keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed to fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
Alrighty. All right, as both Tiff and Monk I guess we'll raid over there at this last one. You got this, Candy. You got it. In the meantime, everything, fair use and all that jazz. But more importantly, we'll have an awesome day, my friends. Thank you for, old and young, in and out, this, that, and the other. Thank y'all for being on a little part of your journey with me as I go on my journey to our journey. Also, yes, which I will be next week. Definitely, you can get the CDs or the albums. In the meantime, I'm going to go out. We're going to go out with beauty. Something to contemplate. Something beautiful. Something that makes know that the world's not as messed up as it seems to be at times. She walks in beauty, Lord Byron.
walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denied. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tread, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place.
Cheers. Hello. Take care, everybody. See you on over there in that one place. See you there. All right, my friends. I'll definitely see you Monday for another show. Probably this weekend for I'll be bored. Thanks, everybody. Bye.